Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Con Connection. I am joined by my guest at this time. Oh, that way. Lexi, hello! So, what we do here is, and I kind of explained it beforehand, is I have 24 questions in front of me. Oh, first off, introduce yourself. I'm so bad at manners. Introduce yourself to the people that are watching. I don't know that, but go on.
I'm Lexi. On TikTok, it's mamabear.cos. On Instagram, it's mamabear.cosplay or mama.bearcosplay even.
I think it's
I
one
know
of
what my
those.
username.
I have it scrolling below the bottom, so it's like just below you. It has like a scrolling of the tag. So if they want to follow, you can just look up that while it's scrolling. So I'm just gonna start off with ask. You've got to pick a number between 1 and 24, and then I'll pick up here and I'll read a question out, and then you can answer what you're accordingly with.
Okay, so I'm going to go for 13 first.
Oh, you're going unlucky first thing.
13 is a very lucky number for me.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's just flip this around. Okay, what made you choose a character? So what makes you choose a character that you cosplay?
That kind of depends on the character. For the most part, it's a character that I like. It's like back ago, I liked him from the beginning. Kirishima, another one, I just liked him from the beginning, so I was like, I'm gonna cosplay him. Then there are some, like Roxy, which is Five Nights at Freddy's, which at first I liked the design of the character.
Right.
So those are like the main reasons that I pick a character. It's either because I like the character or I like the design. Sometimes it goes.
Sometimes it just goes like all together, like you like the character and like design at the same time. You're like, yes, thank you.
Yeah, sometimes I'll look at a character, go, that's a nice design, and then kind of within minutes, I'm like, I like this character.
Fair enough. Okay, so you can pick another number then.
Number 7.
Number 7, where are you? There we go. Okay, okay. Oh, this is a fun one. Favorite celebrity you've met?
Oh, I don't know how to say his last name, and that makes me feel like a terrible fan. But the guy that voices Cat Noir from Miraculous Ladybug.
Are you going to try and pronounce his last name? Or at least the first one?
No.
Nope.
I know his first name's Bryce.
I'll be honest, I've never watched that, so I wouldn't know.
I think, what else did he voiced? There was someone in Seven Deadly Sins that he voices as well. And I can't think of his name.
That's an anime I need to watch. I so need to watch that.
Yeah. And I also think he voiced Eren, Attack on Titan.
Oh, okay. Oh, now you're making me think I want to Google it, but I was like, ah! Gosh, that's gonna kick me later. I'll be like, I'll just be sleeping halfway and be like, it's that! I was like, damn it. Oh.
Yeah, I met him at con whilst I was cosplaying. First time I met him, I was cosplaying Ladybug.
Right.
And he was really nice, and I got his like signature on a little picture. And then the second time I met him, I was dressed as Cat Noir, and he punned at me, and the ladybug that I was with literally had to remind me to breathe. It was great.
Like poking in the side, going, breathe, breathe, breathe.
Yeah, it was like, oi,
come on,
remember
breathe.
to breathe. Stop squealing and breathe.
Oh. So we'll pick another number because you've got quite a lot to go through. So
I'm gonna go for number 20.
20, okay. Let's go. Favorite artist. Now this can be a music artist, or a designer that you like, or an artist like painting artist.
I'm gonna go for the music option of it because I'm not gonna lie, music is a really big thing for me. And I'd say My Chemical Romance.
Ah, going old school a little bit there.
I'm not saying, that I stumbled across the My Chemical Romance The Black Parade pop figure at Cannes, but what I am saying is it's over there.
I'm kicking myself because I had an opportunity to go and see him live and I didn't go through with it, and this is.
I saw him literally just before they split.
Oh,
so it's literally like one of the last gigs that they did, and I saw them, and like I nearly cried when they broke up because they've one of them bands that they've just been there.
Yeah.
For like.
You're preaching to the choir there, sister.
Yeah.
I think it was that and Linkin Park, if I'm going to show my age a bit. So it's like those two are kind of the ones that are missed, and I'm incredibly peeved at me for not. I had an opportunity to go and see both of them at different times, and I went. So yeah. So double kicking myself there. If you could pick another number, or do you have another favorite artist that you want to explain?
I mean, if I'm going to talk about like the kind of music I like, it is a little bit all over the place, to be fair. Like in concert live, I've seen first one was Avril Lavigne.
Oh.
Second one was My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
Third one was Slipknot.
Oh, okay, that's a bit different. Going from one end to the other.
The last one that I went to see was Ed Sheeran.
I've heard he's very good live. I've watched that documentary on Disney Plus.
He's actually so good. Like, he doesn't have like a band playing in the background. Like he's got a loop pedal. So like he'll kind of record a little bit of the first bit and then put that on loop, and then he'll do the next bit, put that on loop.
Yeah.
So he's basically like a one-man band, and it's honestly amazing.
I've there's that documentary on Disney Plus about it, and it shows his process, but it shows little bits of it. Like, yeah, I knew that, but that's even more interesting. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah,
so music taste is all over the place.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, it means I get quite the variety.
So if you'd like to pick another number.
Okay, I'm gonna go for 10.
Number 10. Okay. Let's see. I love this one. Funny cosplay stories. But have you had anything that makes you think about it now and you're going like, oh my god, that was so funny?
I mean, kind of funny because I find things like that funny. So first one I'm gonna say is specifically on TikTok.
Okay.
I post my silly little videos and whatever.
Yeah.
And I am aware that they are silly little videos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I have haters coming onto my page and trying to like basically tell me to get off the app or whatever, I'm just like, bold of you to assume that I can take myself seriously.
Yeah.
To the point, I had one who he'd screen recorded a small chunk of one of my live streams.
Right.
And I was cosplaying Bakugo, and one of my friends was cosplaying Deku.
Okay.
And we hadn't done anything shippy, like, at all, because he's more of a brother to me than anything else.
Right.
And so, you know, we're just kind of vibing on stream. And next thing I know, we get loads of people coming in and asking about, like, the Deku ship. And I was like, well, I personally don't ship it. And to be fair, I still don't, except for maybe a little bit out of spite. But I was saying that after a lot of like the character development that Bakugo gets, I can kind of understand why some people would ship it.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
And so this guy took a screen recording specifically of a bit where I say, we are just friends, because they were asking like if we were dating and whatever. And I was like, no, we're just friends, nothing more. And that was the part that they'd screen recorded, uploaded to their own page, and captioned it saying, oh, is this the My Hero fandom shipping Deku?
Oh.
Yeah. And so I don't remember who it was that tagged me, but somebody tagged me in the comments. And so I went to their comment section of the video of me, and I just put a bunch of laughy emojis. That was it. So I was just laughing at them in their own comments.
Oh.
And it got to the point where they'd hadn't so much enough of me that they blocked me.
It's like, I can't stand this shit.
So that basically, because I was showing them I just don't care about strangers' opinions on the internet, that they got fed up of it and blocked me. And I love that story. The other one that I really like, I was at a con, again cosplaying Cat Noir, and I don't know I don't remember what they were cosplaying, but this cosplayer, talking to me, and someone else walked up and, oh wow, your Catwoman cosplay is awesome. And I'm like, thanks. And I was like, hang on a second.
Yeah.
I'm not cosplaying Catwoman.
No.
I'm cosplaying a dude.
But
it took me a good, probably like 5 minutes to realise what it was that they'd said. So I was like, oh, thanks, that's awesome. And then they walked off, and then I was like, you said Catwoman?
Yeah.
I'm not cosplaying Catwoman. But yeah.
To be fair, I haven't gotten that far, but I have got the character wrong. But I've instantly just gone, hang on, no, that's not right. So I can see how it's easily done.
Yeah.
But you've got to have that moment and going, you absolutely sure before you stop jumping.
Yeah. I don't mind, because, they were telling me that my cosplay looked cool.
Yeah.
So it's still a compliment. They got the wrong character, but honestly, who cares?
At least they had the guts to actually come up and say that was cool, because some people just don't. They'll be like, that's cool, and then they'll walk off.
I mean, it's kind of like an ongoing joke between me and friends as well, to just like purposely say to each other like, oh wow, I love your whatever cosplay here, and it's actually just like the wrong character, or like a character that we know that they don't cosplay, just because it's funny.
Oh.
So yeah.
All right. So if you'd like to pick another question or another number.
Number 5.
Number 5. Oh, okay, top corner. Top of the corner. Right. Okay. Guilty pleasure. So that could be a TV, music, or a movie that you shouldn't like, but you secretly do.
Okay. I mean, it's not like a massive secret, especially like amongst friends. But I take great pleasure in, first of all, laughing at haters, and second of all, winding haters up.
Okay. So
if I get like, I've had hate messages in my DMs, and I've had like people coming into my DMs and just being creepy, and I absolutely love just messing with them. It's completely wasting their time and messing with them because they're being creepy.
Yeah, that's the best way to look at it, isn't it? It's just go like, you're a bit weird. I'm gonna see how. I mean, obviously, we don't condone.
People messaging, and I'm like, I know exactly where this is going. But also, why not? Let's go for it. Let's see how far they'll actually take it. You know what I mean?
I've just got to say before we go any further with that story, I just want to say if you do send creepy images to people, you need to get some help and get out into the real world. Go meet people.
Don't do it.
Touch grass, whatever you got to do.
Guarantee, you can guarantee as well. If you send creepy messages and pictures to people, they will screenshot it, they will send it to their friends, and they will more than likely laugh about it.
Did you see that? I remember one time I was reading a story and said they sent, I don't know who did it, but there was some influencer person they got messages, not very cool messages, from some random person, and they found that person's mother, and sent those pictures and messages to their mother, and saying like, I was just like, that's ballsy. I don't know where it was. I cannot remember for life, but I remember seeing that and just absolutely laughing. I'm just thinking, that's why I don't do it. I mean, also I have, you got a life as well. So if you are,
Well,
so yeah, don't do it. It's not cool. And go outside, touch grass, meet people, just do something.
Oh, actually, you saying about touching grass reminds me of a hate comment that I got.
God, go on.
But it was probably a couple of years ago now, and I was getting loads and loads of hate comments, and they were all either Bakugo or Deku likes Uraraka, Deku is straight, go touch grass,
yeah,
or my personal favourite, social reject. And this one person had the bright idea to combine all of those and commented, go touch grass, or Deku likes Uraraka, go touch grass, you social reject.
Wow.
Yeah, my response to that was to go out in public with friends, and we purposely went to an area that had grass so that I could film myself touching the grass in cosplay.
Yeah. God. I find it like absolutely hilarious that the ones who are saying all these things like, oh, you're so and so, this, go outside, and are the ones who stay inside most. That's what I found. It's always the ones who are like, this is like, and then the ones that don't go outside.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, people need to chill out and just enjoy themselves.
Some people are just like way too chronically online.
Yep, that's true. We'll change topic a bit, so have a bit something brighter. Which numbers would you like? We've got some left to go. We've got quite a lot left to go, actually.
I'm gonna go for number 17.
17. Where are you? Right at the bottom. Oh, almost at the bottom.
Yeah.
Have you ever walked out of a film? And if not, what was the closest one for you to go to? You walk out on?
I don't think I ever have walked out on a film.
Right.
And that's partially because it's one of those, if I've paid to see it, I'm gonna see it.
Right.
But I think the closest that I've ever been to walking out has probably been when I went to see Mama. Because I'm not gonna lie, I love horror movies, but I'm an absolute wimp.
Okay.
I'm that one in the back of the cinema, curled up in a ball, kind of going, don't open that door, don't open that door, don't go near, you're going near that door. So yeah.
What? I'm trying to think. What is that one? Because I cannot remember. I'm get confused here.
I just remember at one point they're in this cabin, and there's this weird thing on top of the fridge. It kind of comes down, so it's on the floor, and it does this weird like back bend crawl towards the screen. And at that point, I was like, "No, I want to leave."
It was just like, "Don't come near me! Don't come near me! Don't come near me!"
Yeah, it was like, "I want to leave, but I paid, so I'm not leaving, but I want to leave."
I can't. Yeah. Okay. So you're not a big fan of horror. Well, you watch horror films, but you won't get through the whole thing. You'd be like, "That's
Yeah, sorry, it's someone calling, but it's an unknown number, so they can go away.
Be gone, unknown number."
I know, right?
Okay, your audio's back on, but your video's not back on. So yeah.
Oh no. Is it back on?
Not yet. No. Oh. Audio. Still audio.
Hang on, let me just turn it off. Turn it back on again.
Turn it off. Good. Yep, there we go. We're all back in live. Oh, gone again.
Oh no.
Oh no. No, it's yeah. We can decide then you're not a horror person.
Yes and no.
Okay. We've got some questions left. Which number would you like?
Okay. I'm gonna go with 21.
21, okay. Who was it? 5 things you can't live without.
Hmm.
And bear in mind, family and friends are not included there because I'm thinking more materialistic things. So like,
Yeah. Um. I'd say probably phone because I like to keep in contact with people.
hmm
As bad as this is gonna sound, lemonade because it's literally like the only thing I'm drinking at the minute. And I know that that's a terrible thing to say, and I know that I should drink water, but I'm also not going to.
I
Um,
can understand that.
yeah.
I can understand that. Sometimes you need to drink something you
This
actually.
is another thing I don't think I can live without because of the one brain cell sticker.
Well, what is it?
So it's a Starbucks cup,
Right.
and then my friend made stickers, and it's this little ticket, and it says one brain cell. Yeah.
Ah, that like a joke
Yeah.
in myself. So like, yeah, you've only got one brain cell left for whatever reason.
The amount of times I've been on like a voice chat with my friends, and
Yeah.
I've been like, I'm just gonna get a drink, and then I'm like, wait, where's my brain cell? It's great. I love it.
Oh.
So that's 3. For probably an oversized hoodie. I've always got an oversized hoodie somewhere.
Got to keep
Love
warm.
oversized hoodies.
Got to keep warm as well.
And last thing is probably
Better.
my comfort cosplays.
Okay. As I say, we've talked to a few people and nobody has said like, "Oh, I can't live without my cosplays." And it's like they've always gone for the obvious stuff like phone, laptop, or tablet, that kind of stuff.
Only because it's one of those specifically comfort cosplays. So like newer cosplays are like, yeah, I could live without them. Some of my older ones I could live without them, but like my comfort ones, I'd say they're probably a thing that I can't live without because it's one of those when I'm really stressed and I've had a really stressful day, really stressful week, whatever.
Yeah.
I can just like yeet real quick into a comfort cosplay, make some silly videos, and kind of just relax.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay. Seems fair enough. Which one would you like to choose? I mean, we've got some left to go, so.
I don't remember any of the numbers I've already picked, but I'm gonna say maybe 15.
15. If we do pick one that has been done, I will say, can you pick another one? Because then it's just easier.
Yeah.
So, last con memory. So, the last con you went to, what was your favourite memory from it?
I think quite possibly either finding a jinx because I went as Vi, and my one mission for myself was find a jinx and have a photo. So it was either actually finding someone cosplaying jinx, or it was making the video of me just punching the camera.
And that was me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for saying that one. I didn't, just to say, I didn't ask you to say that one at all.
No, I haven't been asked to say anything specific. But no, it's probably one of my favourites just because it's such an in-character thing for someone to have asked for.
Yeah, if I must go on a sidetrack, I only asked that because I saw a cloud at AnimeCon, and it was a case of I asked them to basically slice me, and that kind of went, that's a good idea, and I asked everybody I could think of if they had a weapon. I was like, oh, could you do this? And it's like, everyone was so just like,
I'd say it's probably one of my favourite con memories, just in general as well, because like before then, whenever you had anyone asking you to like, be part of a video, it was very rare that I'd have someone be like, oh yeah, can you have your character do this?
Yeah.
Like usually it's stuff like, oh yeah, could you pose like this, and then like they'll go round the kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice to have someone kind of like, I'm making a video. I want you to do a very in character thing. Go.
Oh, that's so good. I'm happy now that people have, because it was my first one doing something like that, so I was a little bit nervous at how it came out, and everyone was like really just, yeah,
No,
cool,
okay,
let's
so
go for it. So I was like, thank you.
I actually did watch it, and like, I think that came out really cool.
Thank you so much. I was a little nervous, but I was like, yeah, everyone's liking it. Woof. Okay. Oh. I was gonna say as well. I didn't notice any. Did you find the jinx in the end when you were there?
That is a
'Cause
great question. I
'cause I
don't
did.
remember what I was looking for, to be honest.
Another jinx. Because I.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did eventually.
Oh, okay.
It
'Cause I
it
couldn't
was one
find
of
one.
those, as we were walking kind of this way, they started walking this way, and I kind of walking and oh my god, that's a jinx. So yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't think I saw one actually. I know I saw two at MCM, but I don't think I ever saw one at the Anime Con, which was kind of
I think
annoying.
only one. I think there was only the one.
Oh, okay. So it's probably just a case of never crossing paths.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh well.
But to be fair, it's easily done in a con hall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like there's so much going on and there's so many people around, and
Yeah.
you know, even like that hall wasn't particularly big compared to like some of the other halls that cons have been in.
Yeah.
But even still, it's a big enough space that you could easily just miss people.
And it's
So
like you had like everybody there that's like people who are not con people themselves, because you had obviously
yeah,
every different
yeah.
other event that was going on.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was just yeah, it was fun, but it was a bit you would cross somebody and never see them again sort of thing.
Yep.
Will you be going next year, do you know, or is it kind of wait and see?
I'm not sure. It depends when it falls because I've got a 5-year-old. So depending on Cat, please don't.
If it falls on a good weekend for you, sort of thing.
Yeah, it depends on what weekend it'll fall on. So I mean, I'm hoping it falls on a weekend that I can go.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see.
Oh, okay. So you have another question, another numbers to pick?
I'm going to go for 24.
24, right? The last one there.
Yep.
Favorite food?
Oh, anything spicy.
Oh.
And that's not me saying it in character, by the way.
Anything spicy.
On a live stream once, someone was like, "What's your favorite food?" And you know, obviously, I was like, "Anything spicy." And they're like, "Yeah, but like out of character, anything spicy."
So that's okay. So if anyone wants to know, then you can get something spicy and be like, "That's fine, I'm happy."
Exactly.
Okay. Another number to pick.
Number 1.
Number 1, straight to the top.
Yeah, why not?
Favorite TV show?
Oh, at the moment,
Okay.
The Witcher.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched that. No, I haven't. I think I kind of went too much.
Because one of my friends plays the game.
Right.
And I've got another friend who's reading the books at the moment.
Oh wow.
And they're both always telling me that like, you know, it's really good, and I'm like, okay, well I don't have the books. And at the time I didn't have the game.
Yeah.
I do now. That's not the point.
Okay.
So I didn't have the books, I didn't have the game. And I was like, well, you know what, it's on Netflix, so I could give it a try and see what I think.
Yeah.
And I've come to the conclusion I actually do like it. So I've got The Witcher 3, which I have started playing, but I've got about 2 minutes into it and then I had to stop because life.
Yeah, life is always the worst.
Yeah. So, you having a mad run? Yes, is the answer to that.
Okay. So we have another number to pick. Which one would you like?
8.
8.
I did not sound sure about that.
Let's see what it is though. Okay, this does kind of link in, but what's your favorite cosplay moment?
Ooh.
You have one that goes, I
Probably.
love that.
Probably back at my first con, which would have been about 8 years ago. So it was the first time I've been to con. It was the first time I cosplayed. I was kind of just wandering around the con. I was dressed as Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Okay.
And wandering around, nosying at what people were selling. And from behind me, I hear this little girl go, "Mum, it's Astrid!"
Oh.
You silly cat. So she's just knocking everything off the table. It's fine. But yeah, so it was the oh, Mum, look, it's Astrid. And then a few minutes after that, they kind of walked up and it was, "Oh, can my daughter have a picture with you?" And I was like, yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh God. That's always so sweet, isn't it? When you get like a little kid or something that's going, "It's you!" And it's like, yeah.
That's the thing is, I do it because I enjoy it and I think it's fun. And you know what? If I bring a bit of joy to somebody else in the process, that's just bonus points at that point.
That is true. Oh. Do you have one recently as playing as a character, or is that the one that you remember the mostly of?
That's the one I remember the most. And I'm kind of convinced if I hadn't have had that, I might not still be cosplaying now. I know that sounds really cheesy, but it's also kind of true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because I find it fun and I enjoy it and whatever, but also like knowing that me having fun and enjoying bringing these characters to life can also bring joy to somebody else.
Yeah.
Kind of just makes me like happy. So
you never know. I mean, that person could go up and then start doing cosplay themselves, and then it circles around. So it's all good, really. Do we have a few more numbers? Would you like to choose one?
Have I said number 3 yet?
You haven't. No, and let me pick up this.
Number 3 it is then.
Number 3. I can pick it up. Yes. Oh, random funny story. So that could be a non-cosplay or a cosplay one, or any story that you're okay with telling. That's funny.
So one that I find funny, just because apparently nobody else was expecting it. So I was driving and I'd got someone tailgating me. They were like really close to the back of my car. So I started slowing down, and I'm not going to lie, I don't slow down because it's the legal thing to do. I slow down because it really pisses off the other driver. Anyway, so I slowed down, and I was going to be slowing down anyway because we were coming up to an island.
Yeah.
And we got to the island, and he's still like right up the back of my car. Went round the island, and he's like, it's almost like someone had got some super glue and super glued the front of his car to the back of my car.
Ooh.
And so I slowed down and I slowed down until eventually I just stopped. And so this guy in the car behind me, he overtakes me, except when he's kind of side by side with me, he stopped, went like, made the window go down and started yelling at me. So I yelled back at him, told him that he was, I don't know if I'm allowed to say what I said actually.
It depends. Yeah, you know what? I'll say yeah because
you get the idea anyway.
Yeah, I get the idea.
Some rather unsavoury names.
Yeah.
Yelling at him. My boyfriend in the passenger seat was like, "What?" The guy who was driving looked shocked. Bearing in mind, right, I am 5'0", right? Apparently, I give off tall people vibes in my videos, but I am not a tall person. So I'm this 5-foot woman in the car yelling at this guy. So my boyfriend's shocked. He's shocked. His girlfriend is shocked. And eventually, he kind of got over the shock and just drove away. And I was like, yeah, come at me and I'll come for you. I'll come for you.
I'm not sure if you've seen that sound effect for TikTok. It goes, why are short people always so angry? And it's like, yeah, looking
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah.
But it's like when people ask like, "Oh, what character you most like in like My Hero Academia?" I'm like, well, a little bit of Kirishima and a little bit of Denki because I have my stupid moments. I'm not gonna lie. Um, so it's a little bit of Kirishima, a little bit of Denki, and then a little bit of Bakugo. And whenever I say that, people kind of like, "What do you mean a little bit of Bakugo? You're not angry?" And I'm like, "You have not seen me drive." The road rage is real.
I was just thinking like one day she just goes back and go and just like completely just road rage at someone in character to be just to, like see if you can.
I actually did that the once. So
God.
I went to pick up my friend because we were having like a couple days. I don't remember what it was we were doing, but we were doing something and we were going in cosplay. And I was driving and I was like, you know what would be really funny because I do get pretty angry when I'm driving.
Yeah.
And it'd be really funny, yeah, if I went wherever it was we were going as Bakugo because then when I'm driving, I'll just be in character. And my mate was like, you know what, actually that'd be really funny. So he dressed as Todoroki, I dressed as Bakugo.
Yeah.
We got in the car,
Oh.
and for the first 5 minutes, it was nice. It was calm. There was nothing going on, and then the road rage started. It was great. I kind of wish that he'd been recording. If I'm honest,
Oh.
that would have made for some fantastic TikTok content.
It would have been like amazing, like back and go driving. It's like, oh my god. Oh.
But yeah.
So yeah, if you see someone
These
crazy
road
on the road, if you see someone crazy on the road, that might be somebody like yourself, just like, God damn it!
See a mad person on the road, it's probably me. Who knows?
So what numbers would you like to pick then? If we can.
I'm gonna go for number 12.
Number 12. Okay.
Yeah.
What was the most challenging cosplay?
Oh, that is a great question. Probably,
No.
probably Yang. Like,
Okay.
I didn't, and not in the like I made it myself kind of thing because I didn't. I did have like the cosplay itself was commissioned,
Right.
but I made like the props myself. So like the gauntlets I've made myself.
Okay.
And it's like the difficult part was kind of trying to figure out how things were going to fit together and how things were going to work. Like I'd asked a few other cosplayers that cosplay the same character, like how they did theirs.
Right.
And you know, the way that they did it, that's great, it works, but it wasn't what I wanted because I wanted it to be kind of tight fitting on my arm.
Right.
And so it was kind of like trying to figure out how to get it so it's tight fitting on my arm, so it's not like there's no chance whatsoever of falling off. And I ended up coming up with the solution of poking some holes in the foam and kind of like making it like a corset style thing on the inside, and then just like kind of pull it tight, and then there's a cover that goes over the top, which is like the like bullets of the gauntlet. But it was just the figuring that out part that was really quite difficult.
Oh, okay.
So,
that's good.
Yeah. And then figuring out how to fix them because they broke.
Oh, that's the one thing I've noticed now as I've gone to a few conventions is there's more cosplay hospital sort of thing popping up in different ones. I'm like, yeah, a few years ago that wasn't like a thing. That was like just if you broke it, it was when.
Yeah, literally. It's why like when I go to con, I know that they've got the cosplay hospital things, but I got so used to them not being a thing, or not being like much of a thing. Like they might have had like, you know, a bit of sewing things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But not much. And I got so used to that I just kind of started carrying cosplay supplies with me so I could like fix things up. Good thing too, because with AnimeCon, part of my cosplay broke before I even got into the con hall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The belt broke. And so it was kind of like, okay, looked for the cosplay hospital and we couldn't find it. So it's like, you know what, let's go find a corner, because I just so happen to have double-sided sticky tape and something to cut the double-sided sticky tape with. And so I just fixed my belt with this double-sided sticky tape. It's great. So if I ever say that a piece of my cosplay is being held together with like spite, it's because it is being held together with spite.
That's fair enough. Will you be using a cosplay hospital, and when you do find one, you'll be like, right, that's where it is. I'm going to use that. Or are you still going to be in the mindset of, nah, hell with it, it's doing myself.
It's so the first time I cosplayed Todoroki,
Mm.
It was a pair of boots I'd used for a different character, because they're
Right.
like the same kind of boots and the same colour boots.
Right.
So I was like, I'm not going to go buy another pair of boots because I can just use that pair.
Yeah.
And so we got to con. First thing we did before we even went into the con hall, we had this like photo shoot with the group that I went with.
Right.
And whilst we were having this shoot, the bottom, like the sole of the shoe on the back, just fell off. And so, yeah, so it was like, well, I know for a fact I haven't got anything with me that could fix this. So we went and looked for the cosplay hospital. And when I found it, I was just there like, it's broken. Help.
Like dragging your soul, going like, it broken.
Yeah, I was like hobbling along, trying not to lose the rest of the soul. So they are very useful, but it's if I can bring little things like double-sided tape to fix it, then I'll just do that, because sometimes the queues can be quite long.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. We've got some more questions to come. Would you like to use a number?
I'm gonna say 23.
23. I do remember if you do say a number that you've already chosen, I'll just ask you to pick another one.
Yeah.
If you won £1 million, what would you do with it?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, possibly buy a house with like several bedrooms, turn one of them into a cosplay room, and have the others as like spare bedrooms, so that when I have other cosplay friends over, it could just be like, hey, yeah, no, we have a spare room for you.
Oh yeah, well, you can just stay in one of my houses, one of my rooms.
Yeah. So probably that, to be fair.
Fair enough. That's a fair point.
Or just, buy lots of cosplay stuff. One or the other.
Well, you'd need the bigger house for the cosplay stuff that you're going to buy.
Yes, that's true. That is a good point.
So you wouldn't want to go on a holiday then, or anything like that at all?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Save your face. Save your money. Which number would you like to pick then?
Number 14.
Number 14.
Yep.
What's your favourite cosplay?
Oh no. That's like asking a parent to pick their favourite child.
Well, it's gonna be that moment, so pick your favourite one.
No, it's not actually, because I'm 99% sure that most parents do actually have a favourite child. They just don't admit it.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point I would have said Bakugo.
Right.
But right now, I think I'm gonna have to say it's Vi.
Okay.
Because I do love that punchy lesbian.
Fair enough. Are you waiting for season 2 to come out of that, or?
Yeah, I want season 2.
Believe me, I'm the same thing. I'm like, come on, just get on with it. But I've always said, like, let them take their time on it, and let them.
I did actually read a thing about like that the people that make it actually made like a little statement about why it was taking them so long. And it's basically partly because they weren't sure how the first season was going to go down, so they didn't start it straight away.
Yeah.
Which, fair enough.
Yeah.
And then partly because they want to give like the best quality show that they can.
Yeah.
Which, like, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. When it comes to anything, it's like, oh, we're making this or whatever. I say just let them take their time. Don't
Oh
rush it.
yeah,
You know, let
yeah.
it be to be.
So, but yeah.
Mhm. Another number to pick.
Ooh, 22.
You haven't made a single mistake so far, which is very
Yay.
rare. It's like, I swear you can't see my board here. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Oh, Sweden specifically in the winter.
Okay.
I have been told it looks like Narnia.
Ah,
Also, I have been to Sweden before and I absolutely loved it, so I'd happily go again.
fair enough. That seems fair. I mean, like, I've had most people just say, "Oh, I'd love to go to Japan or America." So, like, Sweden is a new answer today. So, that's cool. I think it's very nice up there. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, whoa,
Gonna
the-
say number 6.
6.
Yes.
The last thing you ate.
Salt and vinegar Pringles.
That's fair enough. But like I say that's one of the things I can eat, and it's like, yeah, it's just gone. I was like, wait, what? How the hell? So
Honestly, same. If I buy a tub of Pringles and it's still some left by the end of the day, it's an absolute miracle.
yeah, I think I'm the same with Doritos as well. I had a pack of those before, and for lunch I was like, oh, I'll be finished. I'll take my time. Gone. Like, dang it. Oh,
I think I'm gonna have to go in a bit because I've got low battery
oh
and my
right.
charger.
Oh right. Okay. So we'll do. Got enough for one more? Do you think?
Possibly number 19.
Number 19. Okay, let's do a quick fire one then. One game you regret buying.
Oh, I don't think I regret buying any of the games I've bought, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough.
Unless Monopoly counts.
Yeah, Monopoly does count. It's just
Monopoly then.
yeah. Quick number then. We'll try and go through as quick as we can.
I am gonna have to go because it's just come up with a warning to say it's gonna die in a second.
Oh right, okay. Well, I'll just say that if you want to follow her, you can on Instagram, or TikTok. She's below is the name below, and I will have to love you and leave you there. And thank you very much for joining us. I know it's very quick and sudden, but okay. I'll hope to catch you at another con, and have a good day. Have a nice evening, and I guess now.
Bye.
Bye bye.